There are few categories of magic that is more stronger than others. It's a personal perception, and it all depends on taste as well as the type of personality you are carrying. Say in my case, I think what relates in my case is the general day-to-day objects or the aspirations or the desires, the challenges that is face across in day-to-day life, and how magic can make it more spicy or come up with the solutions. If these things are getting fulfilled, the things are getting closed on a dot, then that's what could be said to be a magic in harmony with my personality. And this kind of magic is what I find most interesting. Apart from that, there are few personal tastes that I would say one of my favorite. Say the color changes, transitions, vanishes, productions, and then levitation. Levitation is one of the things that I find most awe-inspiring, as something that is hard to believe this because this is happening right in front of your eyes. Something which is defying gravity, because if you're doing something, say swiping your hands on the coin and it changes color, there is a moment of gap, but when you do the levitation, it's happening right in front of you, and it's hard to believe that what you're seeing is true, and it is true. And it's the Michael Amar, Ammar. He's one of the famous magician of not exactly the classic era, at least in the 80s and 90s, and even today he's doing magic. He's about touching 70, nice bald, and keeps the moustache and the goatee in the shape, in the fashion of Guy Fawkes, the famous anonymity mask, which has been inspired from his face itself, and his name comes up in the context of gunpowder plot and treason. That said, it would have brought a total difference in the outcome of what you can say in today's chemistry, today's politics. Anyways, that is getting off topic. So this levitation is, I think, one of the most inspiring, and really I can remember it for the rest of my life. And following the advice of Tommy Wonder, what can be done should be impromptu. It shouldn't look as if planned or scripted or unnecessarily imposed upon the stranger. It should rather start from the necessity and should end up in something that was quite unexpected. Can you believe that? And imagine a routine. Yes, it always starts from the dream. You have a dream, you feel yourself entering, making a gesture, saying something, the reactions, each and everything. There might be much more details that goes into the performance of that trick, but what is most important is it's your job to make the other trivial things that aren't important, to keep them sideways. You're doing it, but it's your job to ensure the focus is on the important things that should bring out the effect in a really uncluttered manner. And that is what could be said to be truly smooth, simple, and direct procedure. Imagine I'm buying something from a shop, and he says 70 rupees, and I hand him the 10 rupees and said, "What's that?" I said, "Oh, I'm afraid I'm not having that 100 rupees note." "Oh wait, what?" I do like this, fold, and it changes, right? He can't believe what you just did, and he's checking the authenticity of that note. And while he's doing that, he says, "Hey, why don't you hand me over that again? I'll give it to you, don't worry." And when you do it, you crumple it again, and then suddenly it starts moving while you gesture your other hand over it. It can be felt as if you have the secret powers, some kind of force that is causing this crumpled note to move a little bit. And as you do this, it starts levitating into the air. And there it is, levitated And really, if this thing goes smooth and it feels like you're doing a thing that should have been presented, that could have been presented, had you been a real magician, you have done your job. And it's much more than just hiding the secret. It's more about passing a message, causing the effect to reach a certain destination. And if you're able to do it in a manner that doesn't feel forced or felonry, shrewdry, or trying to hide something, acting unnatural, all these things are followed. There's a proper structure, tension, conclusion, relaxation. It can be said that you have succeeded in your trick. Trick is much more than the physical trick. There are a lot many things that goes into it, and we have been discussing many of these aspects into our previous lectures. Hope you are enjoying these. That's all from my side today. There you go. Bye. Take care.